Fire sign family, welcome into the channel. My name is Amy from the Bohemian Healing Company, and today I have for you a video. Very general video, but we're going to be looking into June 2020 for each one of my fire signs. You can check for your sun, moon, rising, Venus, however you want to do it personally. But let's get into it. Let's see what resonates with you, okay? I like to pull 2 cards at a time for each sign, one representing the theme of the month and the other will represent your advice. What are you supposed to do with it? And I think I want to start with Sagittarius. For some reason, you and your energy was calling to me before I even started this video. I was like, Sagittarius. So here you go. This is for you, Sag. What does Sagittarius need to know, angels, ancestors, and spirit guides for June 2020? What is the theme for Sagittarius at this time? Thank you again for clicking this video, for being here with me. Appreciate it. What does Sagittarius need to know? The Magician wanted to come out. Sagittarius, June 2020. Okay. That first card that came out is the Page of Swords. And we're going to get into that in just a minute. Let's see if we can, yes, your advice. We got it. All right, Sagittarius. First card out, like I mentioned, is the Page of Swords. And when this card comes out, it is all about being open to a new path, to a new road, and having the opportunity to determine which direction you would like to move forward in. We're in Gemini season right now, and Geminis are air signs, and air and swords, they go hand in hand, okay? So Sagittarius, Gemini season has you thinking really hard about the opportunities that you have in your life, about the people in your life, the direction your career is taking. Some of you may even be considering moving or contacting individuals that you haven't spoken to in quite some time. This Page of Swords can be someone reaching out from a long distance. The theme here for your month of June is all about redetermining what your goals are, what's important to you, where you are placing your focus and attention. And June is going to help you see the direction that is most beneficial for you to go. I think it's important, Sagittarius, at this time to be willing to learn, to be willing to be taken on a ride, okay? Because things are changing and there's a lot of retrogrades going on in June as well. So your communication may be thrown off. You may be thinking about things from the past. You may have a resurgence of ideas, especially ideas that relate to like old projects that maybe you haven't quite finished up yet, okay? So that's sort of the theme, the energy that you're working with, this airy, unsettled sort of energy, right? It's not heavy, it's not weighed down. It's literally the air. So interesting element to be working with. How can you incorporate more air into your life, into your endeavors? What things that you're working on right now require your intellect and your attention to detail? Your advice is the 4 of Pentacles. Save your money. If you've been spending money unnecessarily, it's time to stop, especially during the month of June. With so many planets in retrograde motion, things might not be coming in for you as quickly as they normally would. So just be mindful of your spending. Be mindful of your resources in general. It doesn't always have to be about money. It could be about your personal energy and the time that you are investing in certain people, places, opportunities, jobs, that sort of thing. There is definitely a focus on your income and your resources and your intellect? How are you pairing the two to get more of what you want? How can you think outside of the box to create avenues for wealth and abundance? Okay. And then if you've been saving a lot and you haven't really been engaging and playing much with the universe, it might be time for you to get back in the game. Get back out there. Get back out there. Or at least consider your options before getting back out there. I hope that helps, Sag. Wonder what you guys are doing, huh? Next, let's move to Leo. What does Leo need to know about June 2020? For my Leos, I have a Leo moon. What do my Leos need to know? We have our energy card. It is the Four of Swords. Yes, still not escaping this theme of air during an air season, Gemini season. More air. Here we go. Okay, Leo. So this month is about rest for you. Rest and recuperation, meditating on the things that you want, on what you don't want. It's this energy here is, it reminds me of integration. That's a word that comes to my mind. It's like, yeah, you went through all these different experiences, you talked to all these different people, you got all these different perspectives, you learned all these lessons, and now it's time for you to like allow it to sink in and allow it to be part of your psyche, to be part of who you are. This is a time for healing, you know, looking back into the past and healing those narratives, making sure that that the foundations are stable and solid for you to build upon. For you to build upon. So the energy of this month is slow. Again, many, like all of the planets are in retrograde, man. There's a lot of them. Okay, so with that backwards motion, we are very much being encouraged to slow down, to take things one basic step at a time, to take things moment by moment, and to get some much needed rest. I think we are coming up on a time of great transformation, and for a lot of us, we have just underwent a massive transformation, and now it's time to rest and to power back up for this next big push that we will be experiencing. The advice is the Ace of Swords. Now, I love this. This is about wielding your power wisely and acknowledging that your words have power. Your words and your the way you choose to express yourself in this life has consequences, immediate consequences in many cases. And I mean this in both, I don't mean it as like positive or negative, but everything that you do, especially as a Leo, especially when you are so light, when you are the sun to so many people, right? It's important that you wield your sword wisely. It's important that you are communicating truthfully, honestly, that you are expressing yourself, that you are honoring your own truths and demanding that others honor you as well. This card is about boundaries and needing to have boundaries with people, especially when you're in the middle of resting. And when you are in the middle of healing, you're gonna have to cut out the culprit, to like who made you have to heal in the first place, right? It's time to cut some people or activities out that are not serving you, that are putting you into these places unnecessarily. This is a great place to be, to reflect, to have introspection. But for many of us, we're here because we learned a difficult lesson. And so wouldn't it be nice if we didn't have to learn the hard way? Okay, so what do we need to do to ensure that we don't have to learn things the hard way, that we don't have to heal and rest forever, to recuperate from our lives by doing it right the first time, by expressing ourselves, saying what we mean, meaning what we say, and holding others, and ourselves included, accountable. Holding ourselves and others accountable for our shit, for what we say we want, for what we say we are working toward. It is important, Leo, to be full of integrity this month and always. Be full of integrity, be true to yourself, and don't be afraid to tell it like it is. Put yourself first, Leo. Okay. Aries, it's on you. What do my Aries boos need to know for June 2020? Aries, June 2020. What's going on? That's too many. My leg's starting to fall asleep. Ooh. Aries, June 2020. What do we need to know, Spirit? The theme and the advice. Thank you for the theme and the advice. We got 2 advice cards. We'll take it. Aries, your theme for this month is the Hierophant. Interesting. If you have a Taurus in your life, here they are coming right up, very first thing. Now, not everyone's going to have a Taurus in their life, and for those of you who don't, this Hierophant card is all about higher institutions of learning. When this card comes out, there is an opportunity for you to teach and learn. In life, we are constantly playing the role of teacher and student. So since I'm speaking to so many different Aries out there, some of you are embarking on a journey where you will be the student, while others are embarking on journeys that place them primarily as the teacher. In whatever case, this card is about learning, elevating, becoming more refined than you once were. This is a card of money. It's a card of religion, of groups, and the status quo. Okay, this is sometimes looked at as a card of relationships as well, of commitment, committing to something. Whew. I don't know why I'm getting all burpy all of a sudden. I'm sorry. Committing to something that is larger than yourself. So this could be committing to school, to a religion, to a relationship, to a new job. Whatever the case is for you, June is asking for a higher level of commitment from you. What do you want? And what are you willing to do about what you want? Now, in June, we have a lot of retrogrades going on. So your plans, your plans might not go forward according to plan, like there might be some hiccups in the things that you are seeking out to do in the month of June, but those hiccups are not to deter you. It's to reveal to you your own level of commitment. How committed are you to your activities during the month of June? How committed are you to this vision of yourself that you are building? Okay? So June is going to help you answer that question. How committed are you? All right, so the next 2 cards, your advice cards, we have the Page of Pentacles and the Justice card. Okay, so you're going to be given these new opportunities in June to consider new directions and how you want to show up in the world and your relationships. There's a lot of newness, a breath of fresh air that's happening for you. These new seeds are being planted that are going to ultimately lead toward a lot of abundance, be that material abundance, likely money, but also in terms of like legacy and the feelings that you will be able to create, feelings of like security and accomplishment and those sorts of things. So June is opening up a portal of new opportunity for you. So it is extremely important that you are full of integrity as you move forward. The Justice card is coming out, reminding you, like, hey, what goes around comes around. Like, what you're willing to put into this and whatever this is for you, the greater the outcome will be. This is reminding you of your power, and that, you know, your decisions hold a lot of weight. And ultimately, what you decide to do, what you decide to commit to fully is, or not commit to, is going to impact your karma. Okay? Things are being revealed. They're going to come to light. And you're going to have to decide if you can deal with that, or if you want to deal with that. So take a look at your actions and your behavior. What are you doing this month? And how would you feel if the whole world knew about it? Because there's the chance that, you know, this whole karma thing might be shining its light on your life. And what do you want that light to reveal? Okay, Aries. So interesting. You're gonna have some options to demonstrate everything that you've learned, or to do more of the same thing. All right, what do my fire signs need to know about June 2020 from the animal spirits? This is one card for the entire element. Unless the second one comes out, we'll take it. What do my fire signs need to know for June 2020? Here we go. You have the hawk spirit come into play. And the hawk spirit says, let spirit be your guide. Let spirit be your guide. So you've got a lot happening for you, and I want to read part of what this says to you specifically, because I was led to just now. So let's check it out. So it says, when hawk spirit arrives, you are called to pay close attention to messages from spirit that can appear anywhere in any form. Listen to your intuition and keep your eyes open for meaningful coincidences. Do not dismiss the signs you are receiving. It could be, you know, a word that you're hearing, or a song on the radio, or people showing up serendipitously. So pay attention to that. Take the time to observe any patterns that you're seeing, and do not dismiss your intuition, even if the messages are not supported by any evidence of the physical world. Even if it seems illogical, listen. Listen, follow the signs. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of listen, okay? So fire signs, you got a lot going on. You know, take the time to reflect, to sit with yourself, to meditate, to connect with spirit, and you will not regret it, okay? I love you guys so much. It's going to be a good month, okay? Just roll with it. Stick to all your self-love, self-care practices. You'll be fine. It's going to be great, y'all. I love you. If you want to connect with me, click the link in the description, in the bio, wherever it's at. You can find me, and I can't wait to connect with you. Bye, y'all.